I'm Drew Coles.
I'm Erin Coles.
And this is Met Player Monday. Making the perfect playlist isn't easy, but we can help you do it. For us, it's all about the diversity of the songs that we can play and captivating the different segments of your wedding guests. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that your little niece has something to dance to and your grandma does too. So an example of something we wouldn't do is to play 5 songs in a row by the same artist, because that might alienate some of your guests. As much as we would like nothing more than to hear about a half an hour worth of Spice Girls, it's not quite going to be the best decision for the flow of the night.
So we have our couples fill in what's called a wedding day sheet, which is a worksheet for their wedding that they fill out with all of the details, including their song requests. And what we suggest that our couples fill in for the night is specific artists they like and want to hear, specific songs if they have any, and then general preferences like the genre of music they want to hear. So the best rule of thumb is to give us a good idea of the kind of music you like to hear, but to also give us some freedom to pick some songs throughout the night that we really think are going to work for your guests. Our goal is to make sure that everyone's out on the dance floor and having a great time, so that freedom really allows us to make sure that happens.
Typically what we do is start with some oldies earlier on in the night with a few newer tunes sprinkled in. That way grandma and grandpa have something that they can definitely dance to and identify with, just in case they happen to leave the reception before the end of the night.
We eventually start moving into some newer top 40 hits as the night goes on, so all the youngins who are still there at the end of the night will hear the music they like.
The best way to think of this is that we try to use a ratio of 80% to 20% that flips around the halfway mark of the wedding. So up front, about 80% of the tunes that we'll play will be from roughly 1999 and earlier. So we're talking hits from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and even going back to the 60s, 50s, and 40s with hits from folks like the Beatles and Frank Sinatra. Then we'll flip that ratio at the end of the night, primarily playing tunes from the last few years and sprinkling a few older tunes when appropriate.
So we're talking songs like I Wanna Dance With Somebody and Shook Me All Night Long.
Then after all is said and done, we end the night with an explosive finish, a sequence of powerhouse songs that are sure to make everyone jump and shout.
We know what works really well because not only have we done this literally hundreds of times, we also only play weddings. Since our focus is solely on weddings, we're really good at weddings.
If you thought this video was helpful, feel free to like or comment on this episode or follow or subscribe to our page. Until next time, keep making musical memories. If you thought this video was helpful, feel free to like or comment on this episode. No way episode was coming out of my mouth. If you thought this video was helpful, feel If you thought this video was helpful, feel free to like and comment. Or. You ready?
Yes.
If you thought this video was helpful, feel.
That's so funny.
Boy. If you thought this video was helpful, no. If you thought this video was helpful, here we go. Follow your feet to the page. Okay, I'll get it. I did a little, so you know. Oh, goodness gracious. No one cares. Okay. Here we go. Best way to think of
Okay.
You just choked like once. It was just like one little one. We got it. We'll go with it. Right? Sure to make everyone jump and shout.
I think we were a little off on that. Wait, what?